Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Econobox garage. Over the last couple of weeks I've been away for a bit, and when I did get back into the garage, doing an awful lot of sanding and filler and what have you, and didn't think that was very video worthy. So anyway, this is just a bit of a catch up and a little bit of a book review as well. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Well, before I get started on the main part of this video, I thought I'd just share a little book that I found, and it comes highly recommended. It's the MGAH Midget Sprite Expert Guide to Common Problems and How to Fix Them. And it's written by Terry Horler, who wrote the kind of definitive restorer's book, the original Sprite and Midget, which I reviewed back in episode 58. Now this little book is not a repair manual per se, but rather a guide to help you recognize warning signs that rattle or squeak, that rough idle or a puff of smoke, and then take the appropriate steps to avoid possibly being stranded or left with a large repair bill. All the main systems of the car are described, along with potential problem areas for each. The book covers the full range of sprites from 1958 to 71 and midgets from 1961 to 79. And since the Bugeye shares many parts with later sprites and midgets, this book is totally relevant to the Mark I Sprite. In short, I would highly recommend this book. I've seen it available at Bugeye Guy Parts and also on Amazon. And I'll put links to Amazon. I'll put the links to the Amazon US and Canadian sites in the description below. Well, over the last week or so, I've been doing a lot of sanding and some patching with some Bondo and stuff before I get to the next coat of primer. I've done some work down on this quarter panel here. It needed some work in that area. The doors are done, and it's been sanded down with 320. It's hard, I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but there's still some sanding marks there. So I'm at the point now where I'm going to pull the seats back out. And if you want to see how I refurbish these, I'll put a link to that video up above. So I'll get those pulled out. I'll get everything maxed off, ready to put another couple of coats of high build primer on. The engine bay is painted, as you know from an earlier video, and I've started masking at the front here. And I've got the inside of the bonnet all painted as well, and that's to match the engine bay, and that's with a Rustoleum satin granite paint. So I'll put a link in the description below to the Amazon sources for US and Canada in the description below. I've got the doors ready for another coat of primer. A couple of spots I've had to redo, but I'm very happy with how these have turned out. So that's the inside of the right hand side door. They're a little dusty right now, but as I mentioned in the introduction, I was away for a few days, and been spending quite a few days sanding and what have you. The bonnet itself on the exterior has one coat of high build primer on it, so I'll be working on that at the same time. Other things I've been doing is painting some little bits and pieces. I've got the fan, blades, retainer, and pulley all painted and put on. So for the yellow, I used this one here. It's a trim clad, I'll turn it around to the English side here, a gloss yellow. And from what I can tell, it's really close to the original color. I'm going to be doing a video a little bit later on to get into more detail on the engine. But in the meantime, I have got some shiny bits here. These velocity stacks from Q1 Classic Engineering out of San Antonio, Texas. Eric does a really nice job of machining all these. They got the vacuum ports in the right spots. And I also have a prototype of front bonnet or front flip bonnet hinges from him as well that I'll be featuring in a video in the not too distant future. So before I get going any further, I do have a bit of a mess to clean up, so I'll get going on that. I'm considering this video just a quick update for everybody. Come episode 81, I will have this all masked up, and I'll show you how that looked. I'll have the primer on it, and I will get the preliminary setup for painting the car. So I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. So that's it for this week. If you've already subscribed, really thank you for that. If you enjoyed the video, please share it with your friends. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget that little bell icon so you get notified when the next video comes out. My name is Ian. This is the Econobox Garage. We'll see you next time.